Sigma males are best known as lone wolves with a unique way of acting. Valuing freedom and independence above all, the question of whether or not they will ever fall in love is a very exciting topic that we will open here today. Sigmoros live their lives truly committed to always clearing their path and living by their rules. So when he falls in love, it usually happens under very specific circumstances. The Sigma male is the rarest of the male personality types. Why do Sigma men want to be alone? From a very young age, Sigma males grow up feeling that they are somehow different from those around them. They don't really get along and don't always understand the reasons behind the actions of the people around them. Conformity to the mainstream is completely indifferent to these men, and they are not satisfied with trying to please others. Unlike other types of male personalities such as alphas and betas, Sigma males do not benefit from social approval or praise. Rather, these men choose to live outside the traditional boundaries of socio-sexual hierarchy. From my perspective, Sigma males embody a deep-rooted individualism and self-reliance that set them apart in social dynamics. They are often introspective and value solitude, and find solace in hobbies that allow them to explore their thoughts and goals without outside influence. This innate independence means they are unlikely to seek validation from others, including in romantic relationships where they establish a genuine connection against society's expectations. Moreover, Sigma men's preference for solitude is not due to contempt for others, but rather to a real lack of constant social interaction. They find fulfillment in their businesses and interests that align with their personal values and passions. This way of thinking often leads them down divergent paths in life, challenging norms and paving the way for new perspectives in various fields. Basically, while Sigma males can seem enigmatic or even distant to those who don't understand their motivations, their commitment to authenticity and independence is admirable. This emphasizes their approach to human relationships, where they look for partners who respect their need for independence and offer mutual understanding and support. This unique combination of traits makes Sigma men fascinating figures in the field of personality psychology and human behavior, which calls for deeper investigation into what drives their choices and interactions with others. As you might expect, this lack of approval or praise means that Sigma men tend not to worry too much about whether or not they are attractive to women. In fact, women who are attracted to Sigma men are usually attracted to the fact that they don't need validation. The Sigma male is just content to do what he wants and is usually sure that the right people will appreciate it without looking for recognition. Because the Sigma man is a deep thinker and very thoughtful, he is usually very confident in his level of self-knowledge. He doesn't need a partner to reassure him or fill them with confidence. In many ways, this is one of the biggest advantages of being in a relationship with a Sigma man, because the women he meets can be sure that he is not using them to feel validated. The Sigma male is simply too dedicated to maintaining his freedom and independence to give his time or commitment to someone who does not truly bring happiness into his life. Which women are best for Sigma men? In the special cases where a Sigma male falls in love, it is usually with a woman who has characteristics that are particularly compatible with the Sigma male. The women with whom Sigma men work best in relationships have several notable qualities. 1. Independence. Sigma males value their independence very highly and dislike people or environments that bring a sense of dependence into their lives. In a relationship, a Sigma man needs to feel that his partner is fully capable of standing on his own 2 feet. Otherwise, there is a risk that the woman will depend on him. A Sigma man appreciates a woman who can reflect her own strong independence too. Timed. Sigma males like to make their own plans rather than follow someone else's predetermined path. They use their self-reflection to connect deeply with their authentic selves and chart a path in life that is truly theirs. Falling in love with a Sigma man helps to be comfortable with a woman who has her own goals and ambitions and who feels the same level of self-confidence. Without this level of self-awareness, there is always the risk that the woman will be overshadowed by the Sigma, creating an imbalance that will set the relationship up for failure. 3. Understanding. Sigma males are notoriously difficult to understand. This mysterious aura can attract women to Sigma men in several ways. But for a Sigma man to fall in love with a woman, he must feel that she really understands him. Sigma male partners need to understand their unique and idiosyncratic way of doing things and try to develop a sense of mutual understanding for patience. Working with a Sigma man may not always be easy because they have their own way of doing things that is unrecognizable compared to other men in the social hierarchy. Learning the quirks of each Sigma male can take time. Patience and a calm nature are the two main qualities that women who want to solve with Sigma must have. How does Sigma act when he falls in love? True to their unique nature, Sigma males don't do romance the same way others do. Sigma men aren't really the type to pay attention to the kind of romance that rom-coms and pop culture offer. The Sigma male usually finds his own unique but very personal way of expressing his love. Women expecting this cinematic romance with Sigma male gestures should prepare for disappointment. As a rule, Sigma males are not very good at communicating their feelings. They usually have the ability to feel quite deeply, but are not good at emotional communication. They prefer to keep these emotional things mostly to themselves, so getting used to sharing them with someone can take some getting used to. Because they don't tend to make commitments to others, Sigma males can take a little longer than others to get used to separation and adjustment. This is not for lack of care. Rather, he simply needs to be sure that making such a commitment does not interfere with his commitment to an independent lifestyle. Do Sigmas break hearts? Tempting and engagingly damaging. Sigma males can expect a trail of broken hearts. However, this is usually not the case. Sigma men are exceptionally honest about their intentions and expectations when entering a new relationship and will do everything they can to make sure the woman they meet doesn't have unrealistic expectations that end up breaking their hearts. Can a Sigma man's heart break? Despite their unique nature and choice to live outside the prevailing socio-sexual hierarchy, Sigma males are ultimately human, just like the rest of us. Although their emotions may be harder to read than others, that doesn't mean they're immune to disappointment. Inevitably, there will be times when a Sigma man can't make it work with someone he cares about. However, the striking difference between Sigma men and many of their counterparts is how they handle these situations. Sigma males are exceptionally good at adapting to new and unexpected situations due to their strong self-awareness and deep self-confidence. Because they are deeply in touch with themselves and their worth, they can endure the kind of earth-shattering heartbreak that many others face. Unlike those who let their aspirations and self-confidence become dependent on the success of a relationship, Sigma men maintain their independence and self-confidence at all times. Their approach to love is as unique as their approach to life. Sigma men build relationships based on authentic connection, not social norms or expectations. They value authenticity and mutual understanding in their partners, qualities that support their need for independence and self-confidence. Exploring the Sigma man's journey through love, it becomes clear that their introspection and independence shape every aspect of their romantic interactions. Their preference for solitude and selective approach to relationships ensures that the connections they create are meaningful and consistent with their personal values. Considering these characteristics, one could find resonance if they were identified with the romantic style of the Sigma man. This may indicate sharing similar characteristics, such as prioritizing personal freedom, valuing deep connections, and maintaining a strong sense of self in all relationships. Thus, the Sigma experience of love challenges us to rethink traditional notions of romance and relationship, offering a perspective enriched by individualism and authenticity. It is a journey that invites us to embrace our true selves and seek relationships that complement our values and aspirations.